Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome to your normal Sunday upload. I think I might have skipped it last week, so I apologize for that. Pretty much what happens on Sundays is if I get home early from work, because Sunday is usually my easier day, I come home and I feel like making a video for you guys. So yeah, here's your normal Sunday upload. For those of you that have been around for a while know that I do this. So today I actually have a topic. Today we're going to be answering the most commonly asked questions that people ask me about my truck. And I wrote some down that people ask me like all the time. So we're gonna go ahead and answer some of those. So pretty much, all right, if you guys are new, just to get the easy stuff out of the way, 6-inch suspension lift, 3-inch body lift on 35s, going to 38 soon. You guys have heard me say that so many times. But for those of you that are new, that's just kind of the setup on it. So 6-inch, 3-inch on 35s currently. All right, so let's get into the questions here. So I wrote some down on my phone that I thought of that people ask a lot. All right, so one of the ones that's kind of interesting is people, because of the body lift, does the frame show a lot underneath the cab? So you can see, all right, so with the body lift, if you're not familiar with what that does, all right, it pretty much lifts the bed and the cab off using these spacers. So what people are asking is if the frame shows a lot below here. And I don't know what the, oh, my dad my dad put some stuff in here to stop it from rusting. Like I was telling you guys last video, there was still like a seam right here that didn't have a undercoat on it, so he was just touching that up today. So I actually don't know what this is, but that's not, it's like kind of, I honestly don't know what he used, but it's something. So does the frame show a lot? You can see I have to get down to this level for the frame to show at all. So really it doesn't bother me at all. You really honestly can't see it until you get really far back. So, and you just kind of see the little cross brace for the transmission. It's pretty much all that you see. So yeah, frame does not really show a whole lot. So this is the big one. All right, everybody's always asking me, where did I get the Ford emblems on the side of my truck? Honestly, I wish I could tell you. I have no clue. They came on the truck when I got it. So for those of you that are asking about this, I believe it's custom made. These I got on Amazon, but this I honestly have no idea where you can get one of those. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that it's a custom made emblem because it was on the truck when I bought it. I was actually going to take those off and replace them with the like the normal factory ones that say F150. But I mean, I don't know, I guess people like those, so I guess I'll just keep them on there. All right, so another question that people ask me quite a bit is, how do I like these tires? I did a couple reviews on these tires. I'm gonna do one more before I take them off, probably. But Cooper Discover STT Pros, like I said, 35 by 12.5 on a 15-inch rim. These things are absolute fucking beasts. I have probably like 15,000 miles on them, and you can see they've really barely even started to wear. Some of them are a little bit worse than others because I don't rotate when I should, but this is probably one of the best ones, and you can see it has so much tread still on there. So yeah, but I'm taking them off anyway. So do I like those tires? Do I recommend them? I definitely do. They're freaking awesome. Mud, snow, anything, those tires are freaking great. So all right. So another question people ask me with the new tires or with the 38s on it, did I re-gear my truck? So did I change out the gears and the differentials and everything? I did not. I'm also not planning on doing that either. My speedometer's about 5 miles an hour off, so when I put the 38s on it, it'll probably be like 7-8 miles per hour off. It doesn't bother me. Really, the only reason that I would re-gear this truck is to get, I don't know, probably wouldn't even get better gas mileage. Pretty much the thing is, if I re-gear it, it's not going to do a whole lot for me that I'm going to even really care about. Like, it might have, like, it'll probably have more torque, which will actually decrease horsepower, or not horsepower, it will actually decrease my miles per gallon. So because I have the stock 308s. That's what my truck is geared at 308. It's not 410s, it's not the 355, it's the 308. So it's like the little baby one. But I've never had any problems. I've been running 35s on this thing for years. I have not run into any problems with it because I didn't re-gear it when I put bigger tires on it. So will I re-gear it? The answer is no, until something catastrophic happens, which it probably won't. When I put the 38s on, it might, but I honestly can't think of anything that could possibly go wrong, because it's not gonna like make it any stronger really. It's just gonna change the gear ratio, so it's gonna stay how it is for now. Will I ever solid axle swap my truck? So as you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I still have the stock twin traction beam front end, and this is pretty much the same answer. Pretty much the same answer as the whole re-gearing it thing. I'm not going to re-gear it, and I'm not going to solid axle swap it until something catastrophic happens, which I don't really see happening, honestly. But it would be nice at some point to solid axle swap it, and I may someday solid axle swap it, even if everything continues to work how it's supposed to work. Just because it would be nicer to, especially with running the bigger tires. That's the only thing, okay? Running the bigger tires, the 38s, 35s are fine, but the 38s on the stock half-ton axles, which I believe is like a Dana 44 something. Like, it's not like a true Dana 44, obviously, because it's not a solid axle, but I believe the axle shafts are like Dana 44 axle shafts or whatever. And with running 38s on it, I should have a Dana 60. But like I said, I'm not going to change anything until something catastrophic happens. All these U-joints are new, so, and I haven't snapped an axle yet, so yeah, it's probably going to stay how it is until something breaks. That's kind of how I do it. One time my Trans Am caught on fire, and I put the fire out, and it wasn't a big fire. My friend's like, man, you gotta fix that, and I'm like, if it happens again, then I'll figure it out. It was like I had a switch run for my electric fan, and the switch caught on fire. He's like, dude, you can't run that like that. I'm like, if it breaks, then it breaks. Like, what do you want me to tell you? I guess I kind of get that from my father, because he, I don't know if this will open right here, but his Trans Am right here, he's pushing like 450 horsepower through a stock Oldsmobile 5-speed transmission that was made back in like the 70s. So it's not made to take that, and he actually blew it up. So like I said, not changing anything till something breaks. All right, so before I get to the last question, we're going to think of a couple other ones. I mean, people ask me a lot, did I get the extended brake lines? You guys saw me actually install these in a previous video. When you go to a 6-inch lift, and again, I have a 6-inch with a 3-inch body, but when you put a 6-inch lift on your truck, you need to go with the extended brake lines, because what's going to happen, don't try to run it without them. Just don't do it, because what's going to happen is when your like axle shifts downward and the brake line doesn't have enough slack in it to move with the axle, it's going to pull on it, and you're going to end up getting brake leaks. And if you're out on the trail, you really do not want to have your brakes go out. So make sure if you're lifting your truck with a 4-inch, you might be okay. Don't quote me on that. I have never put a 4-inch lift in the truck before. It went right to a 6-inch. Like, actually it had a 6-inch when I bought it, but I redid it because it was a really old lift. But with a 4-inch, I don't know if you're okay or not. I mean, you could be. I really don't know. I'd look that up. But I know for a 6-inch, you have to put the extended brake lines or you're fucked. So, yeah. Alright, obviously, Bedliner is what we did the truck in. A lot of people like it. A couple people hate it, but I delete their comments, so. This one guy the other day commented on something. He was like, something about, it was the how to bedline your, or not how to bedline, but should you bedline your truck video. And this guy was like, well, if you take that truck to any car show, everyone's gonna laugh you right out of there because it's a Ford. And yeah, so I removed his comment, and I believe I blocked him too, because I'm not putting up with stupid shit like that. Honestly, I'm too old for this fucking stupid ass Chevy versus Ford shit. Keep it out of my fucking comments, or I'll keep it out of my comments. That's cool too. But I would never bring this truck to like an actual car show, like a big one, like the one in New York that I went to last year. Like, actually, I wouldn't be able to because it's too new. But just kind of like a cruise night, or like, you know, something at fucking Dunkin' Donuts, like a car meet, or like a show. Like, they have shows at the Budweiser plant here, and you can bring anything you want there. And there's just one guy. I'd bring it to that. I might bring it to that this year, but I know that I'm going to be working on that day. So if I can't get it off, then obviously the truck won't be there. But there's this one guy every year. I actually found out where this guy lives recently, because he was selling a Trans Am out in his front yard. But he has a station wagon of some sort, like pretty much like the same year as that El Camino right there, but it's like a station wagon, and he has a big wing on the back of it, and it's rotted to hell. He brings it to every single show. The guy actually has 2 of them. So if he's allowed to stay, I'm pretty sure that I would be allowed to stay. Yeah. Another thing that I just need to fix is I can actually move this fender up a little bit so that it doesn't chip my door anymore when I open it. So that is kind of a thing that kind of pisses me off. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's really all the real big questions that I get about the truck. There's a couple people that do ask questions about. Oh, let's see if I can fit in here. I don't even think I can. I'm gonna have to go around. There are a couple people that have been asking questions about the Trans Am since I made that video. So I'm just gonna give you guys like a rundown real quick on what my plan is with this car. So it's back here though. That's my grandfather's car. As you can see, he doesn't drive it because he's actually been in the hospital for about, I don't know, a little over a year now actually. So that thing never gets driven. But this is the motor from the Trans Am. This is the stock 305. I was having some issues with it. Probably actually weren't having issues with the motor. One day it just stopped working and I got fed up with it, and I just pulled it out because it was just a pain in the ass. It fucking leaked oil, and it was just a piece of shit. Didn't have a whole lot of power. It would smoke the fuck out of the tires though, so that was cool. One summer, I think my junior year of high school, I went through 2 sets of rear tires on that car because I was doing burnouts freaking everywhere. But I ended up over revving it a little bit, I guess, or maybe this is just a really shitty Chinese distributor rotor, but it snapped, and that's what actually eventually made it stop running. So this motor is probably still good. Actually, I know that it's still good. It's been sitting out here for a while, but it's still a good motor. So, and then I have this other 350 right here, another 350 Chevy. Actually, well, that's the 305 Chevy, but this is a 350 Chevy I was gonna put in it. But then the shop took too long to rebuild it, and I went and took it back because they were just being ridiculous about it. So pretty much the car just sits here with no motor in it now. My plan for the car, oh baby, whole bunch of stuff back here. This is actually a carport that my dad's gonna build probably when the summer comes back out. Yeah, when the summer comes back out, when spring comes back, and he's gonna build this. Probably like on the front of his garage, so we'll have more room to work out there. It's pretty big. Like this ends up, it looks like nothing now, but when you build it up, it gets to be pretty damn big. It'll probably like double the size of the shop. So what was I gonna say? Oh, all right. So the Trans Am build, 383 stroker. I have my mind like set on that. Somewhere around 450 horsepower. Probably gonna need to rebuild the transmission. Probably spraying it all black or spraying it again in blue. The paint's in really rough shape. It's not a rusted car, it's solid as hell, but the paint's just faded and kind of in rough shape, and it has a big dent in the door. So probably going to be spraying it in black or just redoing it in the blue, because I really like the blue color that they put on those cars. So that's what's going on with the Trans Am. I just kind of need the money to do it, and with doing all the truck stuff, I can't bring myself to be doing the truck stuff and do the Trans Am stuff. That's why the Trans Am took the back burner for so long, because I had to get the truck done first. Because I don't want to have two projects going on at the same time. It's just going to take all my money, and I'm going to do one at a time and just have it at that. This is the toolbox that I actually bought for the truck and never put in. It's just going to sit in the bed. This is like a regular old bed toolbox. The reason I haven't put that in yet, because I have no reason to have it in there, because I've yet to order the train horns for the truck. So once the train horns come in, then the bed will be going back in. The bumper, a new bumper is coming too. I'm not going to put the bull bar on it like I had purchased, because I changed my mind, and I'm going to put a ranch hand full brush guard bumper on it. Hopefully that doesn't block these lights that I installed. If you guys saw the video where I did that, hopefully the whole bull bar, like the grill guard, doesn't block that, because I still want to be able to see those. It would kind of suck if it like one of the bars ended up right in the middle, but we'll just have to see. If it does, it's not the end of the world. So alrighty guys, before we get to the last question that I wrote down, I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. With the whole new YouTube kind of partner agreement, it's kind of hit me kind of hard on the channel here, because pretty much all my videos, if they get demonetized, aren't allowed to be monetized again until they hit 1,000 views, which has kind of been the thing for a while, but I guess they're kind of enforcing it now. It doesn't really make a difference. I make nothing on YouTube. If I make $30 in a month, then that's something, you know, like that's what I get. So if you guys do want to leave a like, leave a comment on this video, help get it out there a little bit more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. So the final question: with a truck this lifted, why is my dick so small?